Ngon nhỉ?
We'll also post the YouTube live link into this account. We'll post it in the WhatsApp as well. Anyone who is not speaking, please be on mute.
ऐसे फोटो आगे कर दिया होगा ना उन्होंने।
तो ऑन करेगी तो यहाँ से
27 लोग हैं, कुछ उधर के भी है ना।
Brothers, please be on mute. I still do see like some of you guys are not muted. Please be on mute. Arvind Bhatia, Ashish Jain, please be on mute.
You can mute them.
No, I'm not admin. Santosh is admin. Okay.
ये मुसीबत है, नेटवर्क नहीं आता।
One 7,329. That's me. 17239. That's me.
Oh, okay. Request everyone to speak.
Once it's settled, we will just show it everyone. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. Very good. Okay, then. Yes. 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 Oh.
सत्य सत्य राम नाम सत्य सत्य है।
हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तता ते भूतस्थिता पतिरेका आसित सदा भावयन्ता प्रेमां कृष्णे देवाय अधिकाभिदेव मुखं संस्थाप्य गङ्गाजलं संस्थाप्य गङ्गे संयमने देव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी कलस्मिन् सन्तु दश पापहराय गंगा देवे नमः गंगादि नदीं संस्कृत्य तुलसी मंजरी माला दीना अलंकृत्य everybody can keep Gangagal, Gangagal and Pushpam. If anybody would like to keep Anjali, scrub, first they can.
Sure. You can get the flowers. You can-
हाँ सामान चाहिए उठने के लिए बाद में सब करना
Yeah, we request others please seated, please. Thank you.
दीपम पर जान क्या दीपम पर जान क्या
Thank you so much.
हमने इंतजार किया कर दिया ना अभी नहीं अग्नये प्रज्ञाताय अग्नये धन्न नमः प्रजापति प्रजापति ओम कृष्ण भीमस्ततां तस्तध्वनिश्चशां सभाश्चात्युपाः स्वाहा अग्निको हृदयाना सनिको हृदया घेन पशुपति हृदय नमो जता सर्वमतनाधामि शानमन्यना महादेवक्षः परिसपे नवग्रन्थे पंपनित्मा वशिष्ठानं पुरस्कृत्य सोमदीपो साग्रह्मा स्वाहा अग्निको हृदयाना सनिको हृदया घेन पशुपति हृदय नमो जता सर्वमतनाधामि मतस्नाभ्यामीशान मंगला महादेववन्तः परिसभेन उग्रन्देवं प्रमितां वशिष्ठानं सिंहिनिको साग्रह्मा उग्रं लोहितेन तं सौवर्तेन गन्धर्व प्रदेनेन्द्रं कोडेन मरुतबलेन साध्यं भावो सकटमो अतश्चान्तः पार्श्वं महादेवस्य चर्चकनटो पशुपतेः प्रीतता ओम लोमभ्यः स्वाहा लोमभ्यः स्वाहा त्वचे स्वाहा त्वचे स्वाहा लोहिताय स्वाहा लोहिताय स्वाहा मेधुभ्यः स्वाहा मेधुभ्यः स्वाहा माघुसेभ्यः स्वाहा माघुसेभ्यः स्वाहा स्नाभ्यः स्वाहा स्नाभ्यः स्वाहा स्तभ्यः स्वाहा स्तभ्यः स्वाहा मज्जभ्यः स्वाहा मज्जभ्यः स्वाहा प्रेतसे स्वाहा वायवे स्वाहा कायासाय स्वाहा प्रायासाय स्वाहा संजाय स्वाहा विजाय स्वाहा कर्तवे स्वाहा मृतवे स्वाहा मृतवे स्वाहा ओम इदं अग्नये इदं नमः आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां मुश्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पतां स्वाहा इदं प्रज्ञात अग्नये इदं नमः इति नमस्कारं कृत्वा
So it will be starting by okay. So speech. So we will start with them, and then who's going to go next? Okay, so please. Okay, second is you. Third is Sunil. And only if it's up to the last. Yeah. Yeah. So after this, Kumar and another lady. I have any. Yeah. Yes, Dr. Check with the minutes on the talk. Take the flowers. Good time. So we start at 2:30. That's what I'm saying. So it's sort of blue shot of a blue shot of the But I couldn't find out. I told Shekhar he's going to figure it out. Speech, I'm running. Speech. They would be in the state to. I asked them to keep it straight.
इन्हें मोर्था विभाग पति प्रतिज्ञा अयम अपातुरेता किंचित नते अनादिनिधनो देवा सिंह चक्रकला धराक्षे पुंडरी काक्षा प्रेतमोक्ष पदो भवा अनादिनिधनो देवा सिंह चक्रकला धराक्षे पुंडरी काक्षा प्रेतमोक्ष पदो भवा अनादिनिधनो देवा सिंह चक्रकला धराक्षे पुंडरी काक्षा प्रेतमोक्ष पदो भवा त्रिवारं भावयित्वा ताहं मुखे अग्निं दत्वा अनादिनिधनो देव शङ्खचक्रगदाधर अक्षयपुण्डरीकाख्यं प्रेतमोक्ष पदो भव राम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं श्री राम नाम वरानने श्री राम नाम वरानने
It's good.
नृत्यस्थाने सवनाम भिन्नस्थाने अवनेदनं ते मया दीयते तव उपदेशनाम सवनाम ये सब पिंड ते मया दीयते तव प्रतिष्ठताम प्रतिष्ठता अभी आपको ऐसे दिखाएगा ऐसे अभी भी इसको ऐसे अभी आपको सत्तर स्थाने स्थाने एष अवनीतनं दीक्षते तत्पर स्थाने पांचनाम वैसे बहुत नाम देश पिंड दीयते तव प्रतिष्ठता अद्यया वैसे बहुत करुणानाम विश्रामस्थाने देशनाम भवने दीक्षते सदा या वैसे बहुत ऐसा सुनील कुमार करुणानाम विश्रामस्थाने भूतनाम एष पिण्डस्ते मया दीयते तव प्रतिष्ठताम अद्यया वैसे बहुत सुनील कुमार मया दीयते तव प्रतिष्ठताम अद्यया वैसे बहुत चितास्थाने साधक नाम एष पिण्ड ते मया दीयते तव प्रतिष्ठता अगरबत्ती इन्नं संपन्नं संपन्नं उदकदा उदकदाहं सब क्लियर है ब्रेक में आके एक आई सरफेस पर इनम साइड में
भेजो Remove the stove. And just leave it there.
So now, our Richard done. So, if any announcement.
Speech.
We will start on this later.
If anyone want to do a prayer, you want to do it, you can come forward. Please come. Prakash.
ये हमारा जो शरीर है बहुत बड़ी चीज है।
After this, you will check. You will get it. Once you finish this,
हम जीवन में क्या करना है?
okay, another thing. Right after this, we will start the eulogy. We'll take few minutes. We'll take few minutes and then we'll start the eulogy. We'll take few minutes and then we'll start the eulogy speeches. Okay. So we'll begin with you and then follow the Uday, Arvind, again Rahul. Rahul is gonna read out. Okay, just a 2 minutes. Okay. This there and this. Over there. The podium I will put it there. You can communicate back. For this I will do at the then to the podium. Then you can take a note. We will start with the eulogy. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. I'm Disha's elder brother. Please bear with me. I'm not so good in English. So thanks for all that. So coming in a sad moment and time. Begin with the Sunil and I, not only a brother-in-law, he's more than a friend to me. When we first met him, and our families met, I still remember 12 years back, 13 years back, in India, met in a mandir, the evening, when we came to see Sunil for Disha's. He looks very cute and simple, truth-speaking guy. I liked him in the first way I saw him. Disha, please, I can't speak then. I thought he has many qualities, but I like the most is he's multi-dimensional. He eagerly wants to learn everything. He is good in sports, in cricket, snooker, badminton, and golf also. Is very hardworking. So it's a very learning thing for him. Very heartwarming guy. There is a message from his daughter. I read it out. Dear Papa, I appreciate that you make me laugh and smile every day. You always give me what I want, and you always do before I think about me. So much so now how much I love you. You always help me. You play fun games with me and Elisha. You spend time with me and Elisha, like watching movies, playing games, spending time with each other. You gave me the things things before you gave us. I really appreciate you. You are very cool, caring. That. I received one message from India from one of my friend. Really very sweet message. I really want to mention it. That's in Hindi. It's like that. बहुत ही दुखद समाचार मिला. इतनी छोटी सी उम्र में इतनी ऊंचाइयां छूना किसी के लिए बहुत आसान नहीं होता है. किसी कर्मवीर की पत्थर पर बनाई लकीरों के से ही उसका पता चलता है. परिवार के सदस्यों के लिए बहुत बड़ा आघात है. शायद अच्छे लोग को भगवान की ज्यादा जरूरत होती है. खुद के साथ साथ आपको और आपके सभी परिवारजनों को इसको संभालना है. ऐसी हानि को कभी भरा नहीं जा सकता. परमात्मा दिवंगत आत्मा को अपने श्री चरणों में स्थान दे, शांति प्रदान करे और हम सबको इस दुख को सहने की क्षमता दे. ओम शांति.
Om Shanti. Hello everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Uday Singh. I'm one of Sunil's neighbor. I have found memories of Sunil and family. We almost used to see each other every day, played every day. Saturday evening, it was a normal routine in our life. We came with our children, my daughter Trisha and Tanisha, Pavni and Elisha, they were out. We hanged around, talked about normal things. He didn't say anything. I said, good night, see you tomorrow. And the next thing I heard, he was not there to say anything to me. I'll always miss my brother. One of the incident, I had an accident July 4th last year. I had a surgery. Sunil and Arvind, they took me to the hospital and they brought me back alive. I'm sorry, we could not do it for you. I'm sure you're watching us from the heaven and giving us all the strength to make sure in our all possibility we can take care of our sister Tisha and 2 daughters. You'll be alive. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming over. My name is Arvind and I am also one of Sunil's neighbors. I know Sunil for 4 years. Um, and I think our lives couldn't be more apart from each other. I think I am from Hyderabad and he's from Delhi, and I am the person who doesn't know who or what or where Jalandhar is, and he doesn't know where Telangana is, if you know what I mean. And so our lives couldn't be, I think, any more apart from each other. But I think it was the connection of love. It was the connection of play together. It was the connection of everything, of music. He absolutely loved music. I absolutely love music, and we both were Kishore Kumar fans, and I loved him singing the songs, and we always enjoyed. Like Uday said, every day there is not a single day when we don't meet. If I'm not done with work at 6 p.m., he would call me and find ways to get to me. He would call Deepti and call her and tell her that ask Arvind to come out. We have tea together. Everybody in the street, we have teas together. If Disha is making tea, she'll make for 4 of us. And if Deepti is making tea, we'll make tea for 4 of us. I mean, it's been, I think, one of our awesome and most memorable moments in the last 3-4 years, and we have cherished every moment of that. I don't know, and Sunil, I've enjoyed so much company with him. I'm absolutely delighted, and that he is part of my life, and this is going to remain with me forever. And I'll tell you one thing that happened in the last 2 days. I've lived here for 22 years, and I've never seen a crow. And in the Hindu tradition, if you see a crow, it's like, Sunil passed away on Monday, and there was a crow sitting on top of my home, and it caught my attention. There were 10-15 people lying and waiting here and talking, and the crow above my home was tapping onto my roof, and then nobody saw it. I saw it. It was Sunil telling me that I'm watching you guys. And Sunil, we tried to do everything for him has to be right, and it has to be the best. The casket, Sunil, that's the best that we could do, and that's the best available. And Sunil wanted to. We both play cricket together, and he was regretting that he didn't get a chance to bat in cricket, if you know what I mean. And Sunil's fundraiser raised, I think, almost $300,000 in one day. That's absolute hitting the ball out of the park. That's what it means, really. And that's just it just shows the amount of love people have towards Sunil, and it's been a great memories for us. He loves singing, and I think this is incomplete without somebody singing for Sunil. I'll just say one line, Sunil. अभी न जाओ छोड़कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Santosh. I know Sunil from past 3.5-4 years. He joined our cricket team. He's very passionate with cricket. He's our main bowler. And every time we share a bowling together, we always talk how to bowl, what to do. He's very passionate, and like he's a very dedicated person and very silent and always smiling. It doesn't take any stress or anything. Always a let's do next time. That's how. And I really learned a lot of things from him. And today it's very hard to believe that he's no more with us. He's supposed to play a game on last Sunday. Unfortunately, rain came and we couldn't play the game. And this Saturday, he opted in that he wanted to play the game. And so hard that is not joining us, but he'll always with us in the heart. I don't have much to say. It's very hard. Thanks, everyone.
So Rahul is not here with us. Unfortunately, he has work complete. So Rahul has written the letter that what is going to be.
We all know in our lane, if someone was very close to Sunil, it was Rahul and Sonia. They are the doctors in our neighbor. The parents, mom and dad are here. And I want to read on behalf of Rahul what he wanted to say for Sunil. Hi all, I'm reading this speech on behalf of Rahul Kark. My wife, Sonia, and I lived across the street from Sunil for 4 years. To the dismay of my other close friends here on the same block and from the same friend circle, Sunil was my best friend. We secretly watched each other's homes, not in a creepy way, but to make sure everything was okay with the other's family. And more importantly, to see if the other was coming outside so we could also come out. If I walked out of my home with my son Aryan, Sunil would be out within 5 minutes. If he came out and brought Pawnee and Elisha, I would come out outside with Aryan. We were from two totally different worlds. I grew up in America, went to school here, had more American friends than Indian friends, listened to modern Desi music and hip hop, have no musical talent, and I am in a completely different profession than Sunil was. He was born and raised in India, went to school there, had mostly all Indian friends, listened to all Hindi songs and ghazals, and sang beautifully, especially songs by Kishore Kumar. So you must be wondering, with so much different, how could you two be such close friends? Our friendship and love for each other transcended over commonalities. Sunil had a full of life persona that anyone could get along with. He loved, laughed, and lived his life to the fullest qualities I strive to achieve. He always had the most interesting topics to discuss and had strong opinions. He made amazing chai and late night Punjabi style butter omelets. I thoroughly enjoyed every moment we and our families got to spend together. Talking to Sunil would make all my stress and worries go away. He was truly a great man and will be sorely missed. Love you, bye.
My name is Kumar from Morgan Stanley. I spoke to him at 8:51. This is what he texted me back. I'll be proactive for all fixed income events. Good buddy. Please let me know whenever I require. So I want to start with so I don't. It's difficult to translate, but I'll still go with the Sanskrit. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahat bhavakaha, Sakti Mahavitaha. So for everybody who thinks that he passed away, I refuse to agree. That's what this says. This is the scripture. The soul lives on. And I will share something that is outside of work with Sunil.
a few years ago, maybe five years ago or so, we started a gathering. I started that gathering to teach children, very young children, who do not have fathers. And most of the children were in a shelter. I requested people to come and teach with me computer coding. I always considered education as my religion, if there is one. So Sunil joined that. During the thick and thin of COVID, wherever we are allowed to go, came to the location in Bristol, Lawrence with action. The evenings, weekly, to teach young children who are like 10 years old in coding. Today morning, one of the other colleagues sent me a video of Sunil's recording so that the children can easily put the batteries in the computer. So that's, to me, that's the Sunil I remember. Education has brought us all here. He helped the next generation, especially of the people who do not have good life. These are the people who suffer. That's what the father. Education was his contribution to my friendship. That's what I remember.
Thank you for having us here. My name is Kate. I'm from Morgan Stanley. Sunil was my colleague, and what I can say, very sudden death, and death is taken away. Genuinely warm individual, more importantly, loving husband and father, and deprived so many others, including us all, of good friends. Let me tell you a story how I met Sunil. I joined Morgan Stanley 5 years ago. I had the privilege to share the office with Sunil for 6 months. Every morning he was coming to work with a smile on his face. He was always smiling. And he always greeted me with warm words. Good morning, and I wish you a great day. Sunil was a person that you could always ask for help. He would never say no. And if he didn't know the answer, he would always say, let me find out what can be done here. He was a great professional. He was very well respected among his coworkers. His hard work and dedication made many projects a success. He will be truly missed, and our team will never be the same without him. This is a particularly difficult time and painful time for his family. Extending them our heartfelt condolences. We wish them courage and strength to bear this irreparable loss. Thank you.
My name is Angeliki. I'm a neighbor of Sunil and Disha's. our street is a very special street in our community. Our families are very, very close. Our children play together. I always joke how the moms are always talking and the dads are always talking. And most of the time, my kids always want to be out there whenever all the kids are out there. And I'm a single mom, so you know, all the moms are usually inside cooking and making dinner, and I'm outside with my kids, so I hang out with all the dads, including Sunil. I moved into the community 4 years ago as well, and it wasn't until the pandemic, one of those good things for us that came out of the pandemic, if you can even think of it that way, is that our families connected. We became very close, and these families, they're all very special to me. I'm Greek Orthodox, and they shared their traditions with my children and I. Spend Diwali together. We celebrate Holi together, birthdays together. You know, when Uday had his accident last year, it shook us all, brought us closer. I know this. I just saw him on Saturday too. And I was giving them all a hard time because Raul was showing off his new stereo in his car. And they're all hanging out and listening to the music. And I thought, God, you guys are listening to classic rock, you know? But it was the music that brought them all together. And for me, I have really great memories of Sunil. When I stained the garage door, the garage floor, Sunil and Uday and Armin came over and said, Angeliki, our wives are teasing us because we haven't done ours yet and you beat us to it. And I remember him asking me, what did you use? And he showed off his garage floor just a few days ago. He was telling me how he just organized his garage. And he taught my son how to play badminton. And I will miss his smile the most. In Greek, we have a saying, may his memory be eternal, and it truly will be through all of us. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Prashant. Sunil was a very close friend of mine. I knew him back in India 2009 when I joined Headstrong. From that day, I think till COVID time, I used to spend half of my life with him because we were sitting next to each other in office, and for the like 8-9 hours out of 24 hours, we used to share lunch, breakfast. I remember Disha used to make a lot of breakfast and he used to share with me. Prashant, do you want one? You might want to have one, otherwise Disha will screw me because I leave all the breakfast and all. He was, as everyone said, he was a music lover. One time I remember we went for outing in India, and one of my colleagues, his car stereo was broken. So I went to his car, and the whole time he was singing, the stereo was out. I have so many sweet memories of him. He was so down to earth. He was so close to me. I could share anything with him, and I can discuss anything with him. And same was him. Our thinking were matching. He was my manager. By the way, he was my manager, but he never treated me like that. We were like more friends in office, outside of office. In fact, I spoke to him last week when he was driving car back to home from work. Disha was in fact there, and then he was like, you know, you're on speaker. I said, okay, I will not say anything bad about Disha that you told me last time. We were joking about him. Like after I hear that this news, it's my mind is always like, he used to call me a couple of things, Baba, Bhai, like brother. Everything is going in my mind, but I still remember his smiley face and jolly nature, and I think he'll be there rest of my life with me. Thank you, guys.
Hello, I'm Rahul. I knew Sunil from India 2009 when I joined his from like other colleagues of his. One thing I would like to share, and I think everybody might know that the smile of his, right? He's always smiling, whatever the matter is. And there's one incident or one like he'll tell how great so he was. So when we came here and we all playing Uno with families, so we kind of came up with a game saying, whoever throw anything, Sunil will pick the cards. And we named that game Suno. And he played for 2 hours, picking up every single card with a smile on his face. That's how great he was. Right? So he will be missed for sure.
One, initial days of my tenure, my first application that was thrown to me was Sunil's. He was the developer. It was tough days where I had to learn. His helpful smile, his ever helping tendency. I can still remember today. Benita, don't worry about it. If you check all these 5 things, we should be good. We should not have. And I used to tell her, hey, how do you say that these 5? This is where I've changed the code. I can promise you and assure you nothing will happen. And every time, even when we run, he'll come back and say, regression, can you cover all these? Can you make sure you have screenshots? Such a helpful one. And when we did NAMs, I remember Lisha was born at that point in time and the legacy NAMs was getting over and we were bringing down and the new NAMs was coming up. And he said, okay, I can go on paternity leave now because new NAMs will take over. And we said, no, you're going on paternity leave, but please make sure because if new NAMs has to come down, we need legacy up and running. And he was like, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Ashar will take care of it for you. The journey I had with him for 5 years, a partner that it was such a sweet, somebody that I could trust on, somebody whom I knew that I could work with at peace, a friend that I will, and very concerning. He knew I was a single mom. Every time he used to ask me, how are the kids? What are they doing? And we used to walk down together when he was in Jersey City, taking the path together. So many days walked out. And I heard the news, I just couldn't, even though we were 30 months out of the group. And I heard the news, I just couldn't. And I was like, I'm going, does anybody have his home address? Can we meet? It was a shocker, but one thing, Disha, I'll tell you, the Bible that I read and believe says God is a father for the widows and the fatherless. Every bad thing comes for the good that we don't know of. I believe in that. The God who has helped me sustain will help you to sustain. Any help will extend. It's a journey. We don't know what's lying, but we know that God does good things and He will help you sustain. My prayers go to Disha, you, Pavni and Laisha, that God will sustain you guys. For His humble smile, God will sustain you. My humble prayers are that to the family, that He give you grace to endure through this dark time. And may we see the light. We know one day we will meet Him, and that day we will see, and the peace be with you all. Amen.
We have a message from Sunil's brother from India. Bhaiya will bring it out.
I just received the message. First, I read out from the family. It's like we all, on the behalf of Sunil's family from India, would like to thank all his friends who are more than his family in the US for their support in this tough time, and would be highly obliged to all of you guys for our entire life for supporting us in this tough time. That's just for my side also. There is a message from the small kids. Starts like a Hindi song. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या होगा किसने जाना. Mamu, I can't believe you are not with us today. I miss those moments I spent with you, Mamu and Chachu. These are from two kids who will say me कि प्रीति तू बड़ी होकर मेरी जैसी बनेगी, सिंगर बनेगी, talented है ये मेरी तरह. I remember those moments. We also used to get together and talked about old times. You made fun with laugh. You were a rock star of our family. You are a bright and shining star who will always remain in our heart. आ जाओ ना वापस अब, please, Mamu, Chachu. And lastly, thanks to all the family, friends, colleagues for such a great cooperation from us. You will always be missed, our singer, Sunil.
Anyone else want to share that memory? Please come forward.
Hi everyone. My name is Hitesh, and sorry, I've been having a bad throat for the last few days. I was preparing a video for Sunil last night. Sorry, we don't have AV, so I can't play it, but there's a quote that I put in, and I feel it's so apt. And this is how it goes. As is a tale, so is a life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. And I think Sunil lived that life. He was the best. He lived his life the best, whatever time he lived. He may be gone from our sights, but he's not gone from our hearts. He will remain in our hearts forever. Sharing a story about Sunil, like Prashant and Rahul mentioned, our journey started from back in India, I guess 2008. 2008, yes. And this was a brand new team that formed, and Sunil just brought all of us together. Really quickly, we all became friends. We learned a lot from each other, had fun outside of the work, so much fun. And I also remember that time Sunil and I, we both were not married. Sunil just started seeing Disha. And on paper, I was his manager, but literally I wasn't. So every Friday, he'll say, Hitesh, I'm going to leave at 4 today because I'm going to go see Disha. And I'll say, dude, go. And he'll go buy flowers and go meet Disha, Karol Bagh, I guess it was. We had so much fun in India. Then we all came together. The whole gang is sitting here. When he came from India, somebody mentioned Sunil making tea. This is another thing I remember. When Sunil came from India, he stayed with me for a month. And the pact was, I'll help him with his tech stuff in office, and he'll make me tea in the night. So he kept making me tea for a month, every single night. The best tea. Note that my wife doesn't make good tea. You do. So yeah, for last few years we've not been working together. I moved to Goldman Sachs. Sunil works in Morgan Stanley. But we used to talk with each other on phone. And as everybody mentioned, I agree with all those things. A genuine soul. You cannot find a single photo on Facebook or any social media where Sunil wasn't smiling. Like I can bet you that. So, like everyone, I'm gonna miss you, dude, so much. And yeah, I wish I could play this video because I cried making this video. And I watched this video because making video is not easy, right? You can't just throw some photos together and just be done. You move photos around, you add quotes and stuff like that. So for a few hours, every time I would replay to make sure the video is good. I was just crying, like not literally like tears. I don't get tears that easily, but heart was heavy throughout. And right before I was leaving, I was watching this video one last time. And even then, it just, I was just really sad. So yeah, miss you, Sunil, and we all love you so much.
We have a WhatsApp group where most of the people here on this part of the, please do share the video. We'll share it. Yeah.
Hi all. My name is Chirag, and I share a number of different relationships with Sunil. I know him from 2017, and that was my first relationship, was my client. And right now, after many relationships, colleagues, project mates, teammates, clients, everything, I think the relationship is which is most prevailing is a good friend. And like everybody, right? A true, genuine soul who just wanted to do the right thing in whatever he does, making chai, to singing Kishore Kumar songs, to working on projects, to taking care of people. There are so many people, my team members, right? You know, if I want to know something about them, I'll talk to Sunil. So he's a genuine soul, somebody who believes in doing the right thing, somebody who will truly be missed. Yeah.
Lastly, I like to thank on the behalf of our family, Sunil's family, all of you for this gesture to console us and this moment. I want to say, Disha, Sunil gaya nahi hai. I feel him. I feel him in Pavni's eyes. I feel him in Laisha's smile. He is here with us. He's not gone anywhere. He'll always be there. And we like to play one song in Sunil's voice, which we have recorded earlier.
So once again, I don't know if he has been sharing songs with a lot of people, but we both used to exchange a lot of songs. My wife doesn't know how many songs I exchanged with Sunil, and Sunil did the same. And here's a song, maybe from a couple months ago. We just randomly just sang. He absolutely loves karaoke songs, and here's one for everybody in his own voice.
कभी एक पल की कहीं ये उदासी दिल मेरा कभी मुस्कुरा कर दब पावा कर दुख मुझे छूए ना कर मुझसे गम दिल लगी ये दिल लगी बड़ी सोनी सोनी है जिंदगी ये जिंदगी बड़ी सोनी कभी मैं न सोया कभी मुझसे खोया सुख मेरा ऐसे का नाम लिख कर कहीं यूं ही रख कर भूले कोई कैसे अजब दुख भरी है बेबसी ये बेबसी बड़ी सूनी है जिंदगी ये जिंदगी
This is the only time I'm seeing Sunil without smile. And it is not easy. You should have a lot of positive energy to smile always. And I'm always thankful to Sunil. Recently, like I was losing confidence, but he motivated me and he gave me a lot of hope. And he tried to help me in all the ways that any friend can help. And he was my manager for last 5 years, but he never treated me like that. And thank you, my friend. I may not be able to see you again, but you are in my heart. You're in our hearts. Thanks everyone for your love and support. This concludes the event. Thanks everyone for showing up. Thank you all.
We request everyone to give us space. Side.
క్లోజ్ చేసిందా
Thanks everyone. We have another.
सत्य है 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 राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है राम
Yeah, concept.
We're gonna close it. The gentleman not gonna bring it. He's gonna go this way.
क्या वो क्लोज कर देगा पंडित और ऐसे ही जाएगा। हाँ। सत्य है, सत्य है, सत्य है, सत्य है, सत्य है।
Ram Ram Satya, 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 Ram Ram Satya. Asho Satyaya Lokaya Asho Satyaya Asho Satyaya Lokaya Swaha Jagatapavaka.